my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my updated contour and highlight routine. I've seen tons of requests for this, and I know that I show you guys usually in my makeup tutorials, but I haven't done a contour and highlight video in a really long time, and every single time I film a video it's like the top comment. And I asked you guys in my last video if you wanted to see an updated version, and there was tons of likes on that video, so I figured this would be a great video to get up for you guys. Before I jump in, I just want to tell you guys what I'm doing. Obviously you're reading by the title and you're like, what? So I did half of my contour and highlight in drugstore makeup, and I did the other half of my face in high-end makeup, just to show you guys that you don't need to spend a ton of money to achieve a really nice look. I know when I first started my channel I used mainly drugstore, but now I'm kind of dabbling more into the high-end makeup, and that's just because I want to be a full beauty encyclopedia and know the high-end to the low-end. I'm like the high-end to the low-end, but you know what I mean. I wanted to give you guys both options, a high-end contour and highlight and a drugstore contour and highlight, and I didn't want to do two videos, so I figured, hey, you've got two halves of your face, why don't you just do it like that? So that's what we're going to do. I don't think that I have anything else to say, except this weekend I will be in Minnesota at the Mall of America. I'm super excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be cold, but I just plan on staying inside the Mall of America the entire time that I'm there. So if you guys want to see how to get this high-end or drugstore highlight and contour, then just keep watching the video. Thanks guys. Bye. So like always, I'm starting with my L'Oreal True Match. You want to use a foundation that's light to medium coverage so you don't put too much stuff on your face, especially if you're going to be using cream products. So what I'm going to do is do high-end on this side and drugstore on this side. If you don't know where your hollows of your cheeks are, you can feel for them. You can also place it from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth, or you can just roll a makeup brush on and you will definitely be able to find the hollows of your cheeks that way. So for our first high-end step, we're going to just use a foundation that's a few shades darker than our skin tone. Here I'm using the Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the color Almond, and I'm just going to mark out the hollows of my face. So I'm going to go on my cheekbones, I'm going to go on the sides of my forehead, down the side of my jaw, a little on my chin, and then down my nose. I just want to point out that you can use a liquid foundation if you don't have a stick foundation. It will give you the same results. Don't think that you have to use the stick form foundations. They're just a little bit easier to work with. So I'm just going to repeat the same process, and for my drugstore contour, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Shine Free foundation stick in the color 230. And I'm just marking out these same areas, and in case you were wondering or you were curious, I'm sure you already know, but the reason we contour is to just create shadows on the face, kind of hiding what we think is a little too big, i.e. the forehead or your chin, and kind of emphasizing and straightening things out, kind of like your cheekbones and your nose. So for my higher end concealer, aka highlight, I like to use MAC Pro Longwear in the color NW20, and here I'm just using a foundation brush. You could use your fingers, whatever you like to apply this, and I'm just doing this in the triangle shape, which just really brightens up this area. This is a really artistic way to highlight and contour your face, but don't think that you have to do this every single day, because I don't. I only do it if I'm doing videos or if I'm going to have my picture taken, and I just want everything to really stand out. So I'm highlighting underneath my eyes, my cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, a little on my chin, and right underneath that contour. For my drugstore side, I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind, which I was clearly having trouble with, and then it kind of just exploded and gave me way too much product. So be careful with this thing. And for highlighting, we do this to bring areas of our face forward, making us look more lit and just awake. I feel like this just completes your whole look, especially if you've got a full eye going on and a full brow. I just really like to contour and highlight my face. Then I like to go in and blend everything out with a damp beauty blender. I will mainly just do the highlighted areas first. I don't really like to blend everything together all at once. I like to do my highlight with my damp beauty blender, and then when I go in with my contour, I like to use a small duo fiber brush. And don't be scared to get up in there with your fingers and move things around. You really want to concentrate on a patting motion as opposed to a rubbing motion, so you want to push the product into your skin. I like to highlight this area because it really emphasizes my contour when I'm finished. So here's my BFF. It is the Sigma Small Duo Fiber, and this I love to blend out my contour with. It just makes everything a lot easier. Now this may seem a little harsh to you at first, but don't worry girl, we will blend until our hands fall off, so don't be alarmed. And I just want to say again that this is not an everyday look. I know it's a lot of work, but it's great when you have special events to go to, or you're going to have photos taking or anything like that. On a regular basis, I really will just contour my cheekbones and leave everything as is. So going in on my nose, I just like to take a smaller brush. This is from a Bellami set that I have, and it just is really fluffy and nice. It's really similar to a MAC 217 or a Sigma E25. Now you could totally stop right here and just have a nice natural looking cream contour. You can even blend it a little heavier, but I don't usually when I'm gonna go in and set it with powder because it kind of hides everything. I don't know what that was, but going in to set everything, I'm gonna be using the color Havana from my Anastasia contour kit and just darken the areas on the high-end side. For the Drugstore contour powder, the L'Oreal True Match powder in Cocoa is really amazing for this. It comes off a little dark, but don't worry, it's super blendable and it'll blend right away. So this is the color that I'm going to be using for my Drugstore side. To set my high-end side, I'm going to be using MAC's Shape Powder in the color Emphasize, right underneath my eyes, back on my hairline, on my chin, down the center of my nose, under my contour. This is just a really nice powder, and I feel like it just finishes off everything so nicely. This is a BH Cosmetics contour kit, and I love to use the center color, and it's broken a little bit, so I didn't want to lean it too far forward, but it gives you that same appearance, and it is like half the price, girl. Now, I don't usually use a shimmery highlighter, but I thought for the video I would. So this is the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. It's beautiful. And then this is a Revlon kind of baked MSF kind of situation. It's not a shimmery, but it's still nice. And then the final step in highlighting and contouring is you're gonna blend it all out. Do not stop until you feel it is perfection. And I will seriously sometimes blend for like a whole 5 minutes, but I don't care. I'm not trying to have no lines. And then once you're done blending, that is it for your contoured and highlighted face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like the high-end and the drugstore version. I don't think I have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.